Hey, good morning and welcome back to On the Road with Pastor Anthony. We're up here in Ohio at the rest area. We stopped here real quick, and so far that looks fairly clean. The only thing I did was service the truck and did some brake clean and did some, some researches stuff. So I don't know. That's weird. Maybe it fixed itself. Definitely did not. But, I don't know. We'll go with it. Anyway, we're on our way up. It's Saturday, March 14th. We're heading up to Indiana. It looks like this is about the best window we're going to have this weekend to get this trailer. I mean, yesterday the yards were shut down, so I went ahead and did the right thing and rotated the tires, changed the oil and filters and all that kind of stuff on Viper. And I did manage to get that oil filter out underneath that new boost tube. Wasn't easy, but I got it, and so I can still use that as an option. So, but anyway, we're going to go up here and pick this 36-foot travel trailer up, go home, park tomorrow, go to my mom's birthday thing, and then head to North Carolina. So, and we'll see how far we get that, deliver out on Monday, and then see what we're going to do from there. There was an Alaskan trip on the load board, and man, it was really tempting. $7,500 is what it paid, but 3,800 miles, one direction, dragging a 39-foot travel trailer. Yeah, probably not a great idea on Viper. That's quite a bit of work for trucks getting old. So I was like, yeah, probably ought to pass on that. Still tempting, because then I could say, hey, I went to Alaska, but I just don't know. I want to try that. So I don't know, we might try to go long or something, but we're definitely going to start running pretty hard. We got vacation coming up in May, and so I need to try to get prepared and get ready for that. So, but anyway, we're just taking a little quick break here, and then we're going to get moving. We still got about 3 hours left before we're up there and get that thing hooked up and get going quickly. So, all right, anyhow, we will check in with you probably when we get up there to get checked in. I'll see you soon. Well, we made it up here. Get North Goshen. Oh yeah, I meant to. Did y'all see? Look at the Viper. I mean, that's the cleanest it's been on the outside in a long time. Inside, not so much. It's still filthy. But I'm gonna do a quick walk around and get paperwork, lock the doors, and all that kind of jazz. But we're getting this here Aurora is one we're pulling. I've pulled a few of these. They're a little heavy, but not bad. I don't know why they can't take 5 minutes when they're over at the warehouse before they bring these things out to put these caps on. Yeah, I'm probably going to do it in a minute. I'm trying to do this with one hand is not easy. But I don't want to take this thing 700 miles and have them just dangling, but and end up losing them and all that kind of stuff, and then they have to order them, do warranty stuffs, and when you just put them on, and then you ain't got to worry about it. So, but yeah, these aren't too bad of units to pull. Yeah, a little tight, so we'll be doing pictures afterwards, but that's why I bring y'all along in here is we're looking at it, and I kind of get an idea on the cameras, what's going on, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's dirt. All right, perfect. But oh, I didn't bring. Yeah, I did. I think I did. Did I did it? I sure enough did. But you all lock the deadbolts on units that you pull. If you pull units, I always lock the deadbolt because I've had the body flex on me, and I've had the doors actually come open while I was driving down the road. So anytime I can, I always I lock those. you know, but yeah. By fact, the last unit we pulled, Aurora, this right here was loose, and we ended up having to get it like 3 or 4 days later after we pulled a couple of loads. So this one here looks like it's in pretty good shape. So I guess we'll, you know, you're ready to hook it up. But one of the things I always do, first thing I do when I pick these units up is, of course, you know, get the keys, but then I get this packet out that has all the information and stuff on it. I'm not gonna get it out. I'm not gonna can't show you all, but you know, but I always check the title and make sure the VIN matches, yep, and where it's going. VIN says, yep, because I have had the titles been to the wrong unit and had to wait for them to reprint or find the right title or whatever they do and bring it to me. So that's another one of them, you know, check and cover yourself. So, all right, well, that's your updates and little teaching tidbits, and now we're going to get this thing hooked up, and we'll see you probably later on this evening, you know, unless something comes up that we need to talk about or show you or whatever. But if not, I'll see you in a little while. Hey, y'all, I just wanted to check in right quick. Oh, well, this is going to work, but if you notice, we're at home. It's funny, I can back these travel trailers up in my driveway without any issues. Miss Raylan's like, put the phone down, pet me, Daddy, pet me. You've been gone for 24 hours. But anyhow, this thing's pulling like a brick, and I ain't kidding you. It's pretty heavy. Something. Right now we're down to like 9.4 miles per gallon, which I am not enjoying that after watching the 73 gallons yesterday at $391. Nope, trying to get her off her table. But anyhow, my mom's birthday is St. Patrick's Day, so y'all can tell her happy birthday if you want. But anyhow, we're doing her birthday dinner today at 1 o'clock, and it's now 10:37. So we're gonna be home for a little bit and put my feet up something. But go do that, and then we'll come back, go again, and we will make it somewhere down. I'm hoping to get close to Raleigh tonight. There's a rest area down there that has a bunch of parking and places where you can pull through with RV and not even parking in the big truck area. So I'm hoping to do that. Then get up in the morning, we'll go deliver that. And I'm working on 2 more, possibly going back to Indiana, getting a Darlington, South Carolina, I believe it is. Maybe I don't remember where it's going to South Carolina. And then there's another one in South Carolina. It's a boat going back to Minot, North Dakota. But it's been on the load board for a while. They got it listed for $1.20 a mile. I'm not pulling it for that. So I offered them, if they raise it, I'll be willing to take it for X amount, And so we'll see what they say. But I won't know anything about that till tomorrow. So we'll see. So we may end up just with the South Carolina run and not a reload, because if they won't come up on the rate, then I'm not pulling it. So, but anyway, that's your updates, and that's where we are right now. And Moses sandals, that thing's got 3 air conditioning units. Goodness gracious. That one's 36 foot. Ain't no wonder it's so heavy. All right, anyhow, we're going to go in here and relax a little bit, and we'll see you somewhere along the way. Weather is getting awesome right now. It's 66, I think, here at my house. So I'm enjoying that. All right, I'll see y'all soon. Hey, good morning. Good morning. 7:35. Yep. We made it down here to Mabine, North Carolina yesterday evening. Well, actually yesterday, probably, I guess say night time. It was about 10 after 8, something like that. But I ain't kidding you, that thing right there, whew, what a brick. 8.8 miles per gallon, I think is where we were. I think we were at 9.3 by the time we got back here once we got out of some of those mountains. It was super windy, headwind coming down 77. It was definitely nuts. Oh, I gotta shut that back window. But it's been raining on and off, which, you know, kind of helped keep it a little cool last night. I left the couple of the windows cracked and brought my little fan from the house. It did pretty good. You know, kept the air moving, you know, with the 3 windows cracked open. It kept me pretty, wasn't bad, you know what I mean? We were here to start a free trip and about to get some fuel, and man, I mean, yeah, if they don't raise rates soon, I mean, there's going to be a lot of drivers that's going to end up parking trucks because, I mean, it's ridiculous. The cost, because, you know, we get a discount with Comdata, and it's here where I'm at, it's $4.75 with our discount. Hey, how you doing? So, anyhow, we're getting out here and starting this free trip, but we're just gonna keep doing the thing. What in the devil is going on around here? We got snow falling, 27 degrees, and I'm in shorts, y'all. I left North Carolina down there after delivering that trailer. It was 65, and I'm like, what in the world? So, but looking at the weather, put this in the comments. Have y'all, any of you all doing RV transport, pulled one of the pause units? You know, like you pause the music or something. Have you pulled one of those yet? I mean, it looks like you need an act of Congress to turn this thing on and work the suspensions and do stuff to pull, and they're not very big. So I'm like, help me understand that. But anywho, so anyway, there's some of those on the low board, and there's all going to South Carolina. But anyhow, so I'm not sure if I'm going to take one of those or take something else. But I went ahead and came home because right now it's like blizzard stuff. I mean, they're calling for 8 to 10 inches of snow up there by tomorrow morning. So what I decided to do is I got a hold of the lady that does my infusion, you know, medicine for the Crohn's, and she can get me in tomorrow. So we're just going to do the right thing and stay home tonight and probably maybe tomorrow evening. Give this weather time to get out, and then we're just going to go run, you know, till we run out of hours. So we went ahead and delivered that and come on home. But you know, it's the wind is I mean, it's shutting everything down as far as pulling campers anyhow. And you know, it's just yeah, we're here. So let's take it easy for tonight, and then you know, we'll go do that, and then we'll see what the weather looks like and decide whether we want to go tomorrow or we want to wait another day. And then yeah, we've still got 42 hours on our 70, so we got plenty of time right now. But yeah, that'll click way fast if we start running something long. So yeah, maybe we just wait till Wednesday morning and then go on back up there, and that way we'll have 70 hours and we can just go wherever we want to go. That's where we are right now. So, but anyway, I will keep you all updated on that, and stay safe, stay warm, and get out of shorts if you're wearing them. It's cold out here. All right, I'll see you in a little bit. Hey, welcome back. Well, checking back in. We're right now at General RV in Bristol, Indiana, picking up this here Alliance fifth wheel. Man, you guys, wait, there we go. But you just got it hooked up, finishing up our pre-trip, then we got to pull up there and they do some stuff and lock the door, and we get out of here. This one's going to Salisbury, North Carolina, and then we're going to go from, once we deliver this tomorrow, we'll be heading back up here to Goshen, picking up a travel trailer, going to Ashland, Kentucky, deliver it on Saturday, coming back up here, picking up another one, going to South Dakota, and then coming back to Indiana next week early, and then doing our driver simulator and safety course, safety schools, whatever stuff. So anyway, you got to check in this when we get back up here. I think it's a little loose, you know what I mean? But guy told me not to worry about it. He said, just document it in case it falls off. And I'm like, sure. So But anyway, that's your update. We're gonna get over here so we can get out of here. It's already it's 25 after 1, so we got to get going so we can get this down there decent time tomorrow. All right, I'll see you all at some point along the way, and we'll talk to you soon, update you on some stuff, and go. Well, we made it down here to Salisbury, North Carolina, a little bit later than I anticipated, but we're here. So, and it looks like we got enough time to drive us back to the house, so stay there tonight, get up in the morning, and head back on up to Indiana to get our Ashland, Kentucky load. So, I mean, sun's out, gorgeous. You know, back in short sleeve shirts and, you know, all that jazz. So, we're just waiting on them to come up to check me in. So, whenever that may be, I'm just kind of taking one last look around, you know, make sure everything's good. But, definitely enjoying the weather. And I think, I don't know if I've told y'all, but I do believe that is transmission fluid coming leaking from one of the lines somewhere along. I'm not sure where yet, but I cleaned it off real good, and after we washed the wiper, I noticed a couple times it looked like pink. So it looks, and I've had to add some transmission fluid. So we're keeping an eye on that. Matter of fact, I probably ought to check that here in a minute and see where we are, but and then figure out what we need to do to fix that when we do that. So, but which is possible that maybe I'll see if I can't take this thing over to my son's work when I get home next week, and put those front brakes on Viper, and maybe try to see if we can't hook our peepers in there. And I've also got to work on my wife's brakes. There's something going on the back driver, but you know, she don't ever tell me nothing until, you know, it's an issue. So I gotta figure that. I tell her all the time, I'm like, why don't you nag me like other wives do their husbands? So, but anyway, we're just waiting on them to come up here. So definitely got some projects to do once we get back to the house, but we're going to run a little hard in with you somewhere along the way. Maybe when we get back up to Indiana to get this next one, it's going to be a pretty short one. Just, you know, it's like 307 miles or something. So I mean, you know, we'll be down there early tomorrow morning, or be back up for tomorrow afternoon, pick it up, and then deliver it Saturday morning. With, you know, with that, hopefully no issues, you know, because I've delivered there. It's going down to Summit RV, and I've delivered there before on a Saturday, so so we should be good with that. And then we can, you know, should be able to deliver that one and then make it back up to pick up the other one. And then, you know, we may stay up there and then take off Sunday morning or something, and just, you know, boogie, because we're 14 hours over to South Rapid City, South Dakota. So anyway, busy. All right, so that's your updates, and we'll check in with y'all here in just a little while. Oh, I kept hearing kids hollering. I was like, what in the devil? There's a school right there. So yeah, that would make sense. All right, I'll see y'all after a bit. Whew. And that sky is gorgeous. We're here in North Goshen. He's checking in with you, picking up his J-Flight SLX, as this is. But it's got the 2-door flavor. Let me see if I can get y'all, take you walk around it. But you know us, we do the initial walk around, get the papers, lock the doors, and all that kind of stuff. And since I can't take pictures of it until I pull it out here, you know, with me checking it with you all, then, you know, we see some stuff, you know, like this right here. I mean, it's just paint something, brother. But you also got like a little stuff there. Not a big deal, but, you know, I do mark them, take pictures, you know, cover myself, you know what I mean? So to make sure that if anything said, yep, it was there when I got here. But yeah, they don't leave us much room in there to do anything there. And I hate these right here because it's so tight with trying to get the battery and stuff in there. It's like whoever engineers these things needs to do a little better. But, you know, overall, you know, those are Those trailers there are pretty nice pull, actually. So, but I want to check again, we have the title. Is it the right one going to the right place with the right numbers and stuff on it? So you definitely want to check that and then see TX. And where'd you go? Oh, right there. Where's your? Yep. Okay. Yep, that matches. That matches. Check. Sure. J Fudge. Yep. Oh, there it is. Summer Derby. Yep. Spot on. How about that? But anyway, we're going to get this thing hooked up, and we still got 4 hours and something, almost 5 to drive, something like that. Traffic was pretty good today coming up. Of course, beautiful weather. It's Indiana, so it's still windy, but overall, it's like 66 degrees, I think. So we'll take it, and we're going to get this thing hooked up and see how far we can get. I'd like to get back down to Chillicothe. That would be ideal. Being Friday evening, I'm not sure how much space would be in there, but we'll do our best figuring all that out as we go back down the thing. But I got to figure out something too, because my backup camera, it stopped working. I don't know what that's all about. It's just a blue screen. So I got to try to figure that out here in a minute. I can't see nothing when I'm backing up. Just, I like to use them so, cheat and hook up to the hit straight. Make it look like I know what I'm doing. So, but anyway, that's updates. We're going to get this thing hooked so we can get out of here, and we will see you all, at some point this evening, tomorrow, or something or other. Maybe go ahead and wrap it up, because the one going to South Dakota has got some other stuff I'm going to do in it once we get out there, and so I don't know how we're going to do it yet. I have to think about it, but we'll see. But we'll end up taking you along for this one and see what we can come up with to talk about, and then we'll see you soon. Well, let's stop here, do a check-in. Vipers, I don't think he wants to go up to Rapid City. Well, so we got a detour we got to make. Yep. You're not going to believe this. Well, now it's not that hot, so I don't know. I think that wheel bearing's going out on me, making some noise. It wasn't as hot this time as it was the last time, but going to walk around here, look at everything. Might need to check the air in them tires. They look like they might be a little down on the wind. But we're going to, probably just going to go to Sydney, Ohio, stop there, and then we'll go on to the house in the morning after we deliver this. But I'm getting some kind of noise in the front end, and when I stopped earlier, that wheel hub was real hot on the passenger side right there. It's not as hot this time, so I don't know, but something definitely making noise. So we're going to go to the house and go ahead and strip that down, and go ahead and put the brakes on it, and probably go ahead and replace both wheel bearings, so we can then go up and pick up our load to South Dakota. So might change a lot of next week, so I don't know. We got to be home on the 29th for sure, because we're preaching. So anyway, that's an update. We're going to run in here real quick, and getting a little breezy out here, so we'll check back in with you, and I'll keep you updated on what Viper's up to. All right, see you in a bit. Well, we made it about another 45 minutes down the road, and we got, here's that, yeah, there. Viper's got a tire coming apart. These are those ones we put on there used. So I guess I'm gonna change the tire. I just went off duty because, you know, I have about another 40 minutes I wanted to drive. But I don't think that tire is gonna make it down to where we're going, so we're going to try to get that out of there. And I've not used that one yet. That's the one I bought to replace the other one that I had, where the lug nut studs broke and all that kind of stuff. So but first I got to fix the impact because it's not working. This keeps getting better and better. Adventures in RV transport, and I ain't kidding you. It'll make an old man or woman, I love you, quick, fast, and then a hurry. So it's a good thing that one's only going to Ashland, Kentucky. So, you know, at least we're not in South Dakota. But anywho's in the way, I guess we're going to try to see if we can get that changed or fixed, the impact, and see if we can change that tire and then fix dinner, and or maybe we'll go on down to the Loves or something. I don't know yet, so we'll just have to wait and see, play it by ear. But it's where we are right now. We're only probably about 4 or 5 miles from 75, and then, you know, another. Well, that's not really that far, so we're probably about 30 minutes from Loves. So maybe we'll do that if we get this tire changed, and that way we can at least clean up. So. All right, anyway, that's another fine update. We're having a great time out here. At least it's warm and the sun's out, well, kinda, but it's not raining, so that's a blessing right there in itself. It's got to try to look for the silver linings and stuff. So, but anyway, yep. If anything changes or updates or whatever, I'll bring you back in and let you know what we found. But looks like maybe that right there is the only one. So could that be the noise? No, it's not. We'll find out tomorrow. So definitely won't be doing anything until I get home, clear it down, check in it. So, and then we'll go from there. Figure out something, get another tire, go again until the others do the same. So, there's that. All right, anyhow, we will check back in with you here after a while and let you know how things are going. But, so far, the camper's pulling great. Viper's scared about going to Rapid City, South Dakota, I guess. And, he's like, don't want to go there. Take me to Florida or something. I don't know. All right, we'll see you in a little while. All right, well, so far, that's doing the thing. That's riding. This is pulling pretty good. We're looking at 12.5 miles per gallon. I'm like, I'll take it. Warming up. Did have to change clothes because, got filthy yesterday working on the Viper. But, new symptom, though, that confirmed that wheel bearing is going out. And that is the, the ABS light and traction control kicked on the dash and says 4-drive unavailable, no cruise control. Get me fixed is what it was trying to tell me. So, but it's not hot. It's just, so I don't know. It's starting to go, but we'll make it home. God will provide. He's taking care of us. He's making sure we can get there and get it done. So, anyway, beautiful sunshine, warm already. Got a nice doggy over there trying to talk to me. So we're going to run in here, take a break, and go get this thing delivered. We're about 50 minutes away, and then we'll wrap this thing up here soon. All right, see you soon. I'm trying to take pictures of my camper, and got this little bird right there. I guess it's sitting on his nest right there, and it's like, you better back up before I eat your face off. That's pretty funny. I see you. Yeah, it's pretty cute. But anyway, you never know what you're going to see out there. All right, let's get this thing dropped out. We'll see you soon.
Grand. This is going to be really fun.
Well, I don't know if y'all can see this or not, but that wheel is not like this wheel. That one's, yep, it's smoked. We did get the trailer delivered and made it to Barbersville, West Virginia at the AutoZone, the hub. So, I mean, that's a huge blessing in itself. But we got to try to see if we can get this impact working, because there's a nut on there that's, you know, it's going to take my impact to get it off. But I might end up having to end up getting a set of brake pads or something just to get me home. So I didn't have any brakes hardly, you know, the fluid's boiling, and so you're gonna have to sit here and let it cool down for a while. But you know, hopefully we get this thing changed and you can get home before dark. So it's always something. Keep the feller on his toes for sure. But anyway, we're gonna dig into this, and I think I've brought y'all in. I think I've, you know, done stuff with that a few times, so we'll see what we can do and get that going here. Oh yeah, I need a plate over there. We got to do some surgeries on my impactor, and hopefully we can get this thing fixed. Man, the way I'm parked here, and I got me a nice workbench. You know, it's like, you know, it's, look at that. I mean, it's like, chest height. All right, anyhow, let's get some tools out and get some stuff going here, and see what we can get figured out. And I'll see y'all. I'll update you here in a little while and see what happens with all this. And we're going to have to address the transmission fluid issue as well soon, because I mean, all right, we'll see y'all. I'll update y'all on this a little bit. Shoo. Look at that. Well, we got her back together, kind of. It's been a chore for sure. I took and I was pulling doing the cable for the ABS sensor on the for the wheel bearing and stuff, and the wires come out, so I had to take and fix that, and ended up having to buy a bracket for the brakes and the new caliper, which caliper will go on once I get home, but the dust shield has got some holes in it, so I'm not going to trust it. But we got new rotors and brakes and stuff there. But you know, with all the debacle of, you know, of other road repairs, I had a set of pads in the back, so we stowed them in there for now, because that'll get us home. We're not very far from the house, but check this wheel bearing out. I mean, that thing still got 50,000 miles left in it. I don't know why I was making a racket. But yeah, we're starting to clean up now, and you know, AutoZone, of course, has always been great, helping me, you know, get everything done, and you know, getting what I need, and get, you know, and the place I'm at, I mean, God truly blessed us, because it was this flat out, this is the hub, so they have parts that the other stores, when they go, oh, we got to order it, well, this is the place where you get it from, around here. So that's truly a blessing. So, but anyway, let's get this place cleaned up. I had to stretch the legs a minute, and we'll catch back up with you there at the house. Hey guys, well, I wanted to jump in here and let you know we made it to the house. Piper did fine after we worked, you know, on this side here, getting everything put back together, kinda. Still got as a matter of fact, that's what I'm getting ready to do now. Is I bought these Detroit axle brake pads. They look like they do the thing. So, but I got the rotors up there. I actually got that brakes and both rotors up there for like $194 off of Amazon. Seems like Detroit Axle. I mean, they're pretty well known. A bunch of people use them, so we're going to give them a go and see how they work and get them put on. And I am going to go ahead and change that caliper on this side because of the way that bracket and stuff looked. It was, pretty rough. So want to go ahead and do that as well. I think it's right there. Yeah, you got it right there. But I didn't want to change it down there yesterday, just because if I need to bleed the brakes, I didn't want to have anybody there to do it. But here I've got, air compressor and an actual tool that'll actually bleed on the system. And we might go ahead and try to change on some of that brake fluid right there. If I have some down there, just because it got hot yesterday, I definitely. The plan is to let this thing free bleed, and then just put the caliper and everything in place, and then take the line loose, and then just let the fluid just kind of run, and it won't get any air, or not much anyway. So that's the game plan. And then that way we can, if we need to do anything with just a little bit of bleeding, and then then we'll let some of that old fluid out of the lines. That's the game plan anyway, so that's your update. But anyhow, I want to go ahead and let's go ahead and wrap this video up, and then once we get this thing, we get tires put on it and get moving, then I'll start the video for us going to South Dakota. And because we're going to do, probably going to visit Mount Rushmore there or something. I've never been wanting to do that, and so it might be what we end up doing. All right, so let's go ahead and pray and wrap this one up, and we will talk to you pretty soon. I'll be looking for the podcast. It should be up before this, so we'll see how that goes, because I'm behind with everything that's happening with Viper. Seems like it's been a little rough trying to keep up here the past few weeks, but we're getting there. And it's because we're in that Journey to the Tomb series, and Satan's trying to keep us from getting it done, but we'll get there. And next week we'll definitely be on schedule, because we're preaching in Danville again on Palm Sunday, and we'll definitely be doing the podcast then, and so it will actually be up on time. And so anyway, continue to keep praying for us as we move forward. And so let's pray now, and thank God for the blessings this week. Father God, Lord, we just thank you so much for getting us home safely, Lord, and providing us a pretty decent week. Lord, a lot happened over these last few days, and it was kind of a struggle and a battle to get here, but watching you work and keeping us safe, and getting us to AutoZone yesterday right off the interstate. It's just, it was definitely all you. So, Father, we give you the glory and praise for it all. Again, just thank you, and keep us moving in the forward direction. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, you all, as always, continue to share Jesus in life 1 mile at a time, and, well, we'll see you on the next one.